How are you?
Audible, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible. How come details about you are not filled?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Have you uh, uh, subscribed, like renewed your subscription?
Yes,
Sorry?
yes, I have subscribed. I have taken the subscription plan.
Uh, Seema, you are audible, but your volume is quite low. I'm not able to hear you clearly.
Yes. It's okay now? Hello?
It's the same. Do you have some other earphone, something that can bring the mouthpiece closer?
Okay. Wait. I Bluetooth. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Am I
Much
audible?
better.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, but Seema, I lost your video. You're not visible.
Okay.
No, Seema, you're not.
No. Here is no issue, ma'am.
I'm not able to see. Your entire screen is blank. You want to continue like this? I mean,
Okay, 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 no problem, ma'am.
because you're not visible to me, okay? So,
But here is no any issue related on it.
okay, there isn't any issue, okay?
Okay.
Right. So I was just saying that Seema, your details are not filled in over here. I think you
Hmm.
renewed the subscription, but the details are not filled here.
But I don't know. I have just taken subscription on Monday
Yeah. Okay. That is why they didn't fill this.
because I wanted to start the sessions from you. So I took the session on Monday and I started from today only.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But
So
there is one query. Will I get a recording of this video?
later, what?
I want to post it on YouTube and will I get the recording of this video session?
You might get the recording, but I don't know whether you'll be visible or not. If you are able to see both of us on your screen, maybe you'll get that recording, but I'm not sure because I'm not able to see you.
But here I'm able to see you as well as me.
Okay, then if you want, you can just try to reconnect if that helps. If you want to go on, if you feel that the video that you will get, if that has your face, then I think that helps. That's okay. Should we go ahead?
Yeah, 1 minute. I will disconnect the call and again I will join.
Okay.
Okay.
Visible now.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, the phone calls, the telephone calls that we receive, and our numbers have been circulated and distributed in every single gallery, every single service that we have, right? And it's no big deal that everybody has everybody's number, right? So, and it's impossible to block these calls because there are so many numbers from which they call that you'll be tired blocking them, but they will not get over with the numbers. That is how many numbers they have. So what is the way that you generally treat such callers?
They are if some company is calling me again and again constantly, then directly I will block them and if some company is connecting me with occasionally, it's okay because I can understand. it is their work. They are doing their work. I can understand. I will manage it. It's okay.
Yes. So how do you manage that call? So say, because even if you block it, you first need to receive the call to understand that it's a spam call or it's a service call or it's a sales call, right? So when you receive that call and you realize, oh my God, this is not of my use, or this is completely and unnecessarily the sales call that has been placed to me. So when you are on that call, that time, what is your way of dealing with the caller, the telemarketer?
Yes, I will tell them that if I'm interested, I will ask the other information, and if there is a there is not any necessary, there is not anything that it will help me, or if I'm not interested in that, I will I will simply tell them I'm not interested in this product. Or this.
Okay, so you don't like lose your temper, or you don't generally
Yes,
talk rudely.
I can understand because they are doing their work. I can understand it.
Right. Okay. So, no, you read the session, and that they have said that sales is like matchmaking. A person who has come to buy something and is looking for that exact product depending on their needs and requirements, and you have to find that exact product to make sure that their requirements and needs are met. Right. So, uh, what we offer to them. So let's talk about the time that you go to a store. Okay, so when we go to stores like Shoppers Stop or West Side or any of the other places where there is a multi-brand showroom, so there we have someone called the sales coordinator and the sales helper, and so I think they also have a name like personal stylist. Sometimes they call them, right? So they mostly have a habit of asking you if you want it in a different color, or they will approach you, show you a different thing from their own brand, or they'll ask if you need a size in this. So when you go there, do you prefer that there is somebody to help you immediately with, or do you prefer to be on your own, and if you need help you will ask for it? What's your regular preference?
Yes. Whenever I go to shop, purchase anything, first thing I would like to explore it myself. And if there is any problem, definitely I will ask him or her. Uh, but first thing is that I will explore. I would like to explore it myself.
Okay, not being bothered by the salesperson.
Yes.
Okay, so let's say if a brand wants to increase its sale, okay, what is what according to you should be the sales strategy which will help them become or which will help them increase their sales in the market?
If brands have to increase their sales in the market, the first thing as far as I concern that they should have to maintain the whatever they are showing. They have to provide actual thing. Whatever they are selling means what happens sometimes the company shows uh, different product and sell a different product.
They say something else and the actual product is different.
Different. Sometimes they do the ad, and sometimes they use the editing effects, or sometimes they use the filters, the catchy slogan, and they make the product. Uh, they do not show the real product. Sometimes they show the fake product. So if the company maintain uh, this reality or whatever they are showing, they are providing the customer, then I think the brand will become the trustworthy.
Okay. How about trying to, because you also have to keep the competition in mind,
Hmm.
right? So, what you said seems true to some extent. For example, we have real fruit juice, or we have Minute Maid. So, what they do is they advertise based on some pictures and information which are misleading,
Yes.
right? So they will show you many fruits, or they will show you the pulp of a fruit, which gives you an idea that actually there is the natural item in these packaged foods, right? And my point is that someone like them will make the change only if they know that there are competitors who are following something that is trustworthy, right? But if they know that my competitors are also doing the same thing, then why would they have the same? Why will they suddenly start behaving more loyal to their customers, or they will start having their own brand value, increasing their brand value? Because if sales are concerned, the choice is with the customers, and if they don't have a choice, they will automatically buy the one which is shown more in the advertisements, or which is lesser price. So how should they balance that according to you?
Told you that they should have to maintain their quality, their whatever their producing, uh, they have to provide the need of customers. They have to pay more attention towards the need of customer, what the customer need. They have to maintain the quality, because in the market, there are so many companies are there, competition is there.
Mm-hmm.
To maintain their brand, they should have to provide the actual genuine product, and then customer is going to keep faith in that product.
Okay, okay. So, if you have to handle the kind of rejections that salespeople handle, like both the cases in the telemarketer also, and like when we go to a store also, we just blatantly tell them that you know what, I'm not really interested. I'll call you if I need anything, right?
Hmm.
So I think it can be rude sometimes. So if you keep yourself in their position, do you think you will be able to manage that?
Yes, of course, I will manage that, because the constant rejections is a part of business. And first thing that I will not take it personally.
Mm-hmm.
But suppose I have to buy 10 things, and I got a 7 times rejection. So I will not take it personally, because it's a part of business or part of sale.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you also have to meet sales targets.
Hmm.
So you may not take it personally, but you know that it is going to
Hmm.
harm your incentives. So you cannot be like, okay, fine, if they're not picking my call, that's okay. Or if they've just hung up on my face, that's okay. So there has to be some strategy that you will have to use to make sure that you meet your sales target, yet without really irritating or upsetting your customers, or the people that you are calling, or the people you are approaching,
Hmm.
right? So if they follow this way of doing sales, they may not be able to meet their sales target.
Okay, there are so many sale techniques there are in the market, that wait and switch technique, pushy salesmen are there. So using that techniques, I will manage the, I will complete the target. And
Okay.
if there is any constant rejections, I will not take it personally. And with using different methods like the bait and switch technique, like pushy salesman, I will complete the target.
Okay. Right. Do you personally feel that telemarketing it actually brings returns to the companies? It works for them. It makes them profits.
Because due to the telemarketing or marketing or ads, we came to know. about the product. If
No, I'm not talking about advertisements. Advertisements are visual. They are the media marketing. I'm talking about telemarketing, only phone calls. Because
yeah,
maximum people you will talk to, they will say the same thing that, we block their numbers, we hang up the call, we tell them we'll call you if we need it. So it shows 99% people do the same.
yes, yes.
Probably if 1% people, are kind enough or they actually are in need of something like that, then they oblige. So keeping that figure in mind, do you think it is actually something that is profitable for the companies? Do you think it is effective?
Because nowadays everyone, each and everyone, uh, get irritated by getting the telemarketing calls. They directly block the calls because it happens with me some days ago. There was company and the salesperson was calling me again and again. Then I directly blocked that call. So I do not think it will be helpful to companies to increase their sales.
Okay, so why don't you think the companies stop this whole method of marketing? If you feel it is not effective,
Hmm.
then the companies should stop this, right? Nowadays, they don't even have people who are calling. Nowadays, they are all recorded calls.
Yes.
So you receive the call and there is a recorded voice which just gives us the message. So, you're not even able to hurt their ego,
Mm-hmm.
their
Yes.
self respect. When you hang up, they don't even feel bad about it because they're recorded messages.
Yes.
So, if there is absolutely no effectiveness through this kind of selling, why do you think companies are not closing or they are not stopping this kind of sales?
It is a part of the business.
It is a
Business.
part of the business. Right. Can you just open the session number 6? You're a salesman and you have to sell this product.
Okay. Huh? Activity.
Sorry?
Should I read?
No, you don't have to read. Question number 6. They
Question.
have,
Huh?
yes, on page number 2.
Imagine you are salesman and sell this product.
Right.
Hmm. There is picture of pencil.
Yes. So I showed you that because, if you want to use the colors, the
Hmm.
description.
Okay. Okay, I will start with greetings like good morning, ma'am.
Mhm.
And just I will say, good morning, ma'am. Can you? Yes, I'm from HP company. This is the trustworthy brand of pencil. And would you please give me your 5 minutes? I will explain the product and the other benefits. Uh, okay, then if the customer say no, I don't want to see this product, then I will say, ma'am, see, just I need your 2 minutes, and within 2 minutes I will show you the product. And here, this is the you should have heard about this product. This is the trustworthy company, and see, this pencil is a wonderful feature that it is long lasting. See, look at this color, this pencil, and there is wonderful, there is wonderful. If you purchase one thing, I will give you one packet of pencil free, and this offer is limited today. So if you
So
purchase
I
it,
buy one pencil and I get an entire box of pencil free.
buy one and get one free offer. I will offer the same, and I will say the offer is limited. it is limited for today. Then if the person say or the customer say no, I'm not interested in this, then I will offer you that you can purchase it and you can use it. And if there is I will tell them that if you use this to giving the birthday gift, receive the chocolate, then it would be helpful to you. So in this way, I will stay helpful.
Okay. Let's quickly have a feedback session. Okay. Firstly, Seema, when you say as far as concerned, say as far as I am concerned, as far as the topic is concerned, as far as what is concerned. Okay. So just mention that. It will become the trustworthy incorrect. It will become trustworthy. Okay. Should have to maintain the quality. Now, you either say they should maintain the quality, or they must maintain the quality, or they have to maintain the quality.
Okay.
Right? So, should and have to will not go together.
Okay.
Okay?
They should maintain the quality. Or
Yes.
They have to maintain the quality.
Have to maintain the quality, but don't use should and have to together. Okay? There is a lot of need for subject verb agreement here. Okay, so you see what the customer need, what the person say, customer say he used this. All of this is a problem of subject verb agreement. These are all singular. Customer is singular, person is singular, he is singular. So we have to use S after the verb.
It happens because I know the all rules regarding subject verb agreement, but while speaking, I made mistake.
Right. So we need to be more conscious about it. When we know the area of error, we need to be more conscious while speaking. Okay. Yeah. One place where you said this product, instead of chocolate, if you buy this or sweet, it will be helpful to you. Help, firstly, is an incorrect word. It can be a useful gift, or it can be a more beneficial gift, or it can be a healthier version of a gift instead of giving a chocolate. Okay, so helpful will not be the correct word for that. You should have heard about this product. Now, if I do a literal translation, this will mean तुम्हें वो प्रोडक्ट के बारे में पता होना चाहिए था, तुम्हें उस प्रोडक्ट के बारे में सुना होना चाहिए था, which is not what you're trying to say. You must have heard about it, right? So you should have heard about it will be incorrect. The meaning completely changes.
I can understand.
So we need to keep all of that in mind. And yes, when talking about the message, the points, the inputs, thoughts, ideas, certainly there is good scope for improving those ideas, right? So we need to make our argument stronger with the help of stronger points, better inputs in the argument. All right. Okay, Seema. So with that, we'll end the session. Thank you so much for joining. And listen, once you get the audio, the video recording of this, check the audio, because I feel there was a lot of lack in clarity. So if you're planning to upload it, just check the audio once. Audio was not very clear.
Okay, I'll check.
Okay.